Kane's Observations, Michael here. So, as you all know, I've been absent for about 5 months. So I want to take a minute before I start today's video and touch on that. So unfortunately, 5 months ago, a family member of mine passed away unexpectedly. It's been an extremely difficult and tumultuous time. I've just been trying to find my way back to a sense of normalcy, and that path has been pretty difficult to find. So I want to start doing things again that I love to do. I love making videos for you guys. I love anything to do with technology, building PCs, and I think this will be very therapeutic for me. So saying that, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad that I still have all you guys as subscribers, and I always appreciate everyone's support, as always. So let's jump into today's video. So I'm currently working on a new epic build. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet. I want to wait for the big reveal. This thing has been the bane of my existence, let me tell you. So saying that, you can see here on the counter, I have a lovely 7900 XTX with just the PCB hanging out in the case, which you're probably wondering why. I have two EKWB EK-Quantum Vector GPU blocks here on the counter. And no, this is not going to be a video on how to put a GPU block on the PCB, which I could make one in the future, but that's not what this video is about today. Today is about quality, okay? So usually I spend anywhere from $150 to $200 on a GPU block, maybe over $200 sometimes. Well, these GPU blocks from EKWB, their Quantum Vector, are over $300 with tax. Now you're already paying $1,000 for an AMD 7900 XTX, and then it's just tacking on another $300, and we're getting up there closer to an NVIDIA 4090 series card. So these blocks are very expensive compared to what else is out there. The blocks that I see out there for the CP range anywhere from $179 to $200. Most of them are clear plexi. Those aren't really what I'm looking for this build and this theme, and they really don't work. These blocks from EKWB fit the theme really, really well. So let's get down to business. So the first block right here that I ordered from EKWB, this thing, and it's going to be really hard to see on camera, came nicked up, scratched up. The EKWB sticker on this thing was removed, so this card doesn't look like it was used in a PC build. It looks like it was probably a demo that they had out in a display, and things happen, right? I can't really be super mad because, again, people make mistakes. Now kudos to EKWB. I emailed them right away and I said, hey guys, listen, I opened this up. The sticker was, because everybody knows that orange sticker that was torn. So it looks like this was a demo model or display. They were like, oh, no problem, very sorry. And they got me another one out right away before I even had to send this one back. So kudos to them, that was amazing. Now I got this one and everything looked good. Sticker was intact. So starting to put the block on, trying to get through it real quick, and then I notice that it's warped. And it's warped enough, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see this on camera, but it's warped enough that when I put it in the PC, you could tell. And it goes up, and then comes down. And I think when you spend $300 on a GPU block, to me that's kind of unacceptable. It's already up in the price of the GPU. It's 30% of the total cost of the GPU itself. I originally first thought that it was this cover right here, that this was the only thing and that maybe EKW could send me a new cover. And then I grabbed the actual block itself and I looked at that and I see that's warped as well. Now, I wonder what tolerances they say that, it could be slightly warped by this percentage, blah, 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 to be, to pass quality control. I don't know. It doesn't pass my quality control, especially with the build that I'm working on. For $300, I expect almost perfection. Now, me being me, I had to look online to see if anybody else had issues with these kind of blocks, with them being warped. And people have said the same thing, that they received them and they were warped. Mine doesn't have a super warp where, I mean, the PCB, you definitely could feel that, you know, it wasn't sitting completely level, but not so bad that it was going to break. But it doesn't work. I mean, as soon as I put it in the PC, you could tell that it was warped. It didn't look right. So I reached back out to them, but it being a holiday weekend, I haven't heard back from EKWB. They do have their AMD Special Edition that would still work with the theme of this build. I don't think I want to try a third one of this Quantum series, because even the one that they first sent me, this one here, that was a demo, this one's still warped too. It's not as bad as the replacement they sent me right here, but it's still warped. And to me, for $300, tolerances or not, it's just not acceptable, you know? I like everything to be perfect. You know, if you go to buy a new car and it's got a scratch on there, the dealer can't say, well, sorry, you know, it's just got a scratch, what's the big deal, you know? So I'll find out, hopefully by Tuesday, Wednesday, what EKWB's response is to the replacement being warped, and then we'll go from there. As I said, there's not a lot of blocks that fit the build that I'm working on, that aren't plexi or clear. So hopefully I could find, you know, a block that's not warped from EKWB, so I could get back working on this build. So for any of you out there that's looking to buy this series block, just keep in mind it could be slightly warped. Now, is it functional and will it work being like that? Sure, it does. I mean, I put mine together and the PCB didn't break in half, so there's that. But you know, for aesthetics and for $300, you know, I don't feel like it should be. So, but I am working on an epic build. Like I said before, I don't want to give a whole lot away. I am building in the Lanley V3000 Plus. This thing is an absolute beast. It's the biggest case that I've ever worked in. I am doing the white GTF edition. This thing's going to be pretty epic. I will make some more videos and show you guys some of the different parts that I'm going to be using in this build. But for the most part, I'm going to save it for the big reveal. So I'm probably going to need 2 people to lift it after I fill it up with water. So, because the thing can fit 3 480 millimeter, 60 millimeter rads in there. So, like I said, this thing's going to be pretty epic. So, but again, it's also the bane of my existence, and I can't wait to tell you guys what I've been going through trying to get this thing together. So, I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad I'm making videos for you guys. Again, I want to thank everyone for their support. I appreciate it more than you know. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.